The hardest times of the day. For Jamie, she has a stretch to where, come here, Link. She has a stretch to where she's alone with the babies. We both have stretches where we're alone with the babies. She's alone with the babies like between 2 and 4 in the morning. They actually do sleep that time, but if they do wake up, that's a horrible time to be up. I have the babies every morning by myself from 6 to 8 o'clock. 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And this is when Dad runs the gauntlet. Today's a typical morning, so right now it's about 7:20, and over the last 30 minutes I've had 3 babies crying. We have sweet little Lily. Good morning, sweetheart. Are you so sad? That's Logan, he's squealing because he wants some attention. Lincoln, I'm holding you. I don't know why Lincoln's crying. Dad's holding him. Let's try this again. Shh, shh. Hey, Link, what if you just lay just for a second? Just for a second. Just for a second. I'm gonna pick up Logan. We're gonna take turns. This is no exaggeration. Usually there's 2 or 3 crying. Sometimes there's all 5. Like by the time we get to 8 o'clock, that's Lily. Sweetheart. You know, you don't realize how hard it is to be a baby. But Lily's a reminder of that. It's really hard to be a baby sometimes. I mean, she's worried about the stock market, I'm sure. Okay, we're gonna switch again. Yeah. This is the best way to start your day. Between 6 and 8. It really is wonderful. We're so grateful to have these kids, but sometimes you have 2 babies crying, sometimes 3. I swear, guys, sometimes I feel like I have 6 babies crying. Good morning. Good morning, Quint babies. Good morning from the Scots. Good morning, Landon. Good morning, Violet. Happy girl. So little Violet's happy. She's fed now. So she's chubby and happy. She's got 2 chins, just like her dad. And one thing with Violet, she's got a little Violet birthmark. Just up here on this thigh, up to her knee. It's perfect. It goes with your name, huh? It goes with your name. Such a sweet girl. Good morning. Daisy usually gives me morning smiles. I need my morning smile before I change you. Hey. She's avoiding eye contact. Daisy, I'm over here. Daisy. Give me my smiles. I love you, Dad. Oh, that's just as good. Thanks, sweetheart. Thank you. What's more fun than taking care of 5 babies on a hot afternoon? Taking care of 5 babies when your air conditioner goes out.
It's pretty bad.
This is the second time this has happened to us.
Yeah, Phoenix, we went through this already for an entire day.
Like
the AC had gone out.
2 days after the babies got back, the AC went out. But we do have a solution. We can go someplace wonderful, someplace cool. The best place in southern Utah.
Red Cliffs Mall, locado en el centro de San Jorge, Utah, y con una selección de más que 7 tiendas. Red Cliffs Mall, coma fresca.
Oh no. Landon, you're a pro, man. Is that hard to push? It's pretty cool. Like these triples are like really smooth. Surprisingly. We could totally carve through Disneyland with that. Good pretzel, Landon?
Yeah.
Looks delicious.
Do you want to know why I love pretzels so much at the mall?
Yes.
When I was a kid, I swear my mom would take us for like 4 hours to the mall. And my sister and I knew that if we had good behavior, we could look forward to a pretzel at at the end of a shopping trip. So now I just mentally have to get a pretzel when I go to the mall.
But now Mom drags you around the mall to get a pretzel. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah? This is our longest public appearance I think we've ever been out. But we're just trying to bite time until our air conditioner's fixed. But Jamie's making a lot of friends because, like, if people see 5 babies, they stop and say hi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's his birthday.
Please.
Let's do it. Okay.
This is great. I'm amazed at how well the babies are doing. You get them in a stroller and they're completely out. We got to do this more often.
It's funny how when you remember things as a kid, they're always a little different, just the way you see the world. But like, I lived at this river. We're at the Virgin River in St. George. I lived here as a kid. I was here all the time. And I just thought it was this big, huge, massive Niagara Falls.
Yeah. We found a turtle here.
We did find a turtle here. Last time we came down here, Landon, like a couple weeks ago, we saw a turtle. I never once in my childhood saw a turtle here. But it's nuts how, like, you remember things and then you get down here, things are always a little different. In fact, they've got a highway over there not too far away. We can hear cars. So we're gonna go across this river. Landon's never done this.
Yeah.
So are you ready, man?
I've never gone this deep in.
He's excited. Oh, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
I remember another thing, Landon, like when I was a kid, I remember that we used to always think that we would get stuck in quicksand. All the movies showed like people dying in quicksand, so I really thought if I got in quicksand I would die. But let me show you a trick we used to do when we were kids. Watch what I do. You jiggle, 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 and then you pretend you're sinking in quicksand. Help me! See, like, I'm already up to my knee. Holy cow.
I can't.
We were here 24/7 in the summer. That's the way we cooled off. Maybe that was just being raised in the 80s. I swear my parents never knew where I was. I had to be back by dark for sure. But other than that, we got to play more, and maybe it was a safer world. I don't know what you guys think, but
It's a whale. Bye.
bye, bud. I love ya. See you tomorrow. Going out in public yesterday was kind of expected, like just, I guess, the semi-weirdness, but it was a little more weird than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it was a lot of work just to load everybody up and make sure they were fed. And there's just a short window since during the day we're feeding them every 3 hours. I don't like people looking at me, and with 5 babies, people are gonna look at you.
Yeah, we definitely expected that as you're going down them. I would too. I mean, when we're passing, some people stopped and talked. Jamie is really gracious. Like, she introduced herself to a lot of people, showed them the babies, things like that. Even the people that didn't say anything to us as they're walking by, you can just see them going, what did the... Nancy, and they're pointing to, which I would probably do the same thing. It is something to behold. Mom brain. Mom, it's a real thing. I remember with our other babies, one time Jamie needed a bottle for Shaden, and she's trying to tell me where the bottle was, and she's like, it's where it's wet, where there's water.
I couldn't think of words.
And I was like, the sink? The sink. And I remember just laughing all the time because she said she had mom brain. It's a real thing.
I speak to him in riddles when I've just had a baby.
Yeah. But now I have dad brain. So people, like last night, someone's like, should I put Lincoln in his bed? And I probably looked at the lady for like 10 seconds and then said, yeah. But during that 10 seconds, I'm going, Lincoln, oh, that's one of my babies. Does he have a bed? He has a bed. Yeah, put him in the bed. Like, literally, like, my brain is just putty sometimes. I get it.
You have to spit on me.
Want a little spittle? We'll cut that maybe. But parent brain, mom brain, dad brain, it's a real thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. A lot of people ask about breastfeeding. So Jamie was able to breastfeed for 2.5 babies?
Yes, from the beginning, I've been able to pump enough for 2.5 babies, but I have not breastfed babies this entire time. For me with Quints, it's been quite different. I think every woman's journey is different, whether it's your attempt at breastfeeding. I wasn't successful really with my first 2 boys. I had hyperemesis while I was pregnant, so I was too exhausted and anemic after I delivered. So I only breastfed for 2 weeks with each of them. So I really wanted to experience breastfeeding now that I have quintuplets, of course. I am trying to breastfeed a baby once a day is kind of my goal, what I've been trying to do.
But it can save us some monies.